Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel with me, Technical. Today we're looking at the TL Ultralight Sting S4, developed for Microsoft Flight Simulator by FSReborn. In fact, we're looking at quite a few Sting S4s. I thought it'd be a good idea to show some of the liveries. And we're here at Otherton Airfield in Staffordshire. And the reason being, I had a look on the TL Ultralight website, which is a Czech company. Their representation in the UK is TL Sting UK Limited, and it's based here at Otherton Airfield. That's most of the liveries there to take a look at, which come with the package, and all very good. This is the plane that we're going to be flying. So the first thing to do is to get that canopy open. This is a light sports aircraft made of composite materials and carbon fibre, and has got a Rotax 100 horsepower engine. Get in the cockpit and we'll shut the canopy. And we can hear that the background sounds have changed as the canopy is closed. So we're going to do a quick startup, starting with some power on, and select some fuel. We'll crack the throttle open. There's no mixture. There is a choke for cold days, but no mixture setting. And the prop setting is set to full at the moment in manual. And we have a GTN 750 as an option in the middle there. We'll just set that to a local map. And we'll prime 3 seconds. I'll do. And we'll go for both mags and start. Nice startup, good start. And you can tell it's a Rotax. You've even got some vibration noises there, really good. So let's have a look at, or listen to the external sounds, which are rather good and vary nicely as we orbit around the aircraft. Great stuff. And a great line up there as well. So we're ready for a takeoff, so let's go for it. No flaps, just quite a reasonable takeoff speed of about 45-50, maybe just a tad more. She's going light now, I can feel it. And we'll pull back. And she's away. Nice and quick into the air there. Let's have a look at what that looks like from a ground perspective. Nice engine note there from a distance. Just catching the sun there, brilliant. So we're up in the air now, so we got a chance to have a look at what makes this a really nice place to be and a really nice aircraft to own. And one of the clues is in the tablet, and if we have a close look at that tablet, we can see some of the detail that make this a really interesting aircraft to run and own. This is the status of things, from the bulbs in the lights to the battery or the airframe itself, the tyre pressures, amazing detail, and it remembers its state. And you can set the realism to say whether you want failures or not. I've got some limited failures on electrical and engine, but you can have battery and bulb failures and tyre failures. This is the maintenance window, and oddly, quite rightly, you can't do maintenance while you're in the air. We'll have a look at that later on. You've got to be on the ground with the engine off. And this is the fuel and weight, which is pretty obvious and can be managed from there. Additional settings for units of measure and gauges. We've got the GTN 750 there. There's also a setting for the BRS, which is the Ballistic Rescue System, which is a ballistic parachute. We've got the cinematic settings on for that, and we'll have a look at that parachute system later on. But we're coming into land now, so we'll just watch the approach. Quite a low approach speed, which is nice. And we'll just get into the flare there. Bit of a bounce. I'm going to blame the lumpy runway, but she soon pulls up to a stop there, and relatively straightforward landing. Again, we'll have a look at that from the ground perspective. I think that looked better from that viewing angle than it did from in the cockpit. Maybe it was the sound effects that made that bounce sound bad. But yeah, lovely, very nimble and controllable aircraft. Lovely. So that's a safe takeoff and landing done. So it's now time to see what happens when things go wrong and we need the parachute rescue system. So we're going to mimic something going wrong rather than fly around and wait for the engine to fail, and we're going to shut the fuel off, and then we're going to reach for that emergency red lever and launch the ballistic parachute. So one hard pull. Wow, that's pretty good. Now I know what it means by cinematic camera setting, and it soon pulled us down to a slow speed, and then we're falling very gently down. I think I timed it just about right. We're heading towards the airport, and the thing is to keep calm and play some music at times like these. They say it probably writes the aircraft off if it has to be used, but we're in a simulator, so we can keep using it. And we're down, and the chute's down. That's brilliant. Really nice separate flight model there for that descent. So because we're on the ground and the engine's off, we can look at our maintenance, and one bit of maintenance is to repack the parachute. So we'll do that. We can see the emergency handle going back, and we can also have a look at what else is in the maintenance. So we can look at the tyre health and the pressures, which change with altitude and temperature. We've also got the battery hours and status. We've got the engine hours and service intervals, and we've also got the brakes there as well. Great, because it's a living plane, and you have to maintain it and fly it sensibly. So, or not, but then face the consequences. So that's it, guys, for the Sting S4 from here in Otherton Airport. I'll leave you with this final scene of touchdown with the parachute. I'll see you later. Bye.